which has been getting ready for 2023. And today the focus is going to be on LinkedIn profile. This is the most important page on your LinkedIn. By the way, chat's open. Anybody wants to participate, share who they are, where they're from, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to address them. So thank you very much for participating. This is going to be great. You know, I've actually focused very heavily this week on my own profile and have optimized it and upgraded it so it really kind of lends itself to where I am. And that's so important about your profile because that's the first place people look when they're starting to, hear you, see you, someone or something brought them to your profile. It wasn't just chance. So really the key is being able to be authentic in your profile, but also promote yourself in a service-oriented way. Cynthia's here. Thank you so much for Cynthia coming today again. Cynthia is a great gal, and I'd reach out, check out her profile, and reach out and connect. This is a great opportunity for networking, interacting, really finding people who are aligned with what you're into. So, moving back to the profile, thank you, Cynthia. Uh, it's going to be key for you to find alignment. Now, what's alignment mean? It means your profile should match your activities today. Whatever you're present, oh, we've got another individual, great. It's so nice to put people on the screen. Hello back to you. Great to have you, Fola, and look forward to having you back more often. Hopefully the value today justifies the time spent. So let me just go to my profile, and that might make it easier. So if we go to, let's go to here, right? And basically, what you see, and actually what you see is when I'm going LinkedIn Live, it shows in my profile, which is another benefit to LinkedIn Live, and you could click right here to join live, so you don't have to be notified. So let's just go to my profile here, and here's my my picture, right? I also have it so that it can give a message, and you can do that on your iPhone or whatever you have. But here, what you can see is that, I'm really showing what I'm doing right now. Supercharge your 2023 LinkedIn success. Join my free LinkedIn Live every day at 11 a.m. to achieve competitive advantage. You see, now everything here is focused on the person, the audience who comes here. There's hardly anything, if anything, about me except what I offer. So you got to catch them. It's called the hook on the first line. So supercharge your 2023 LinkedIn success. That's what we're talking about today. That's what I'm working on this week. That's why if you were to go to my profile, you'd see the same thing as a background picture if we weren't broadcasting right now. And then it goes on how to take advantage of it. So here's the goal: supercharge your success. How to do it: join my free LinkedIn Live every day at 11 a.m., 7 days a week. And why? To achieve competitive advantages. What are they? Optimize your thought leadership, content, business development, and return on time investment. Well, that kind of gives you the whole story. Again, I'm not selling me. I'm promoting the value services I provide, and everything here is free. Then you go down and it shows you where you can, and here's another thing: use emojis. They get people's attention. They're very valuable, and they justify what they're supporting. Then we can go to, here's the hashtags that relate to what I'm doing today and what my background picture is and what my profile headline is. And then if you want to take advantage of it, well, then here's contact, right? So I put everything in here. Then basically, after contact, you have collaborative opportunities. So from here, people can go right to your website. In my case, you know, it's really about the services I'm promoting right now, which is one-on-one consulting, my collaboration group, and a profile review. And it gives all the services, which includes, I mean, this is the thing to do. So if you get a chance, check it out. I'm not here to sell. So that's opportunities, shows you my followers. And then it tells you about me, right? So here's what happens. Come to here. Well, let me go here. Get out of there. Well, this was today's post, pre-post. Again, it continues to impact and focus on what I'm trying to do right now. That's what you're trying to do, is get collaboration, explain things. Here's my hashtags. But, you know, getting back to the profile, you have a story to tell. You should be focused on that story. Hi, Trevor. Thanks for showing up again. It's great to have you. Trevor's one of the rising stars on LinkedIn, so I suggest anybody out there that sees this video, you know, get with Trevor. He's a valuable asset to LinkedIn and to you. So, you know, when I get behind somebody, it's because I've talked to them and I've gotten to know them. And, you know, that's the whole key to success, is getting to know people. And the offset, or the other side of it, is people getting to know you. And they don't want to know who you are. They want to know what you can do for them. Here's a great comment. Stay focused on the transformation you create for your clients. Such a valuable point, Fola, because what that brings to mind is you've got to be the product of the product. Whatever you're promoting to someone else, you better have tried yourself and had some level of success that you can illustrate to someone else. Because if you haven't done it, why should you tell somebody else to do it? And if you haven't done it, you don't know what it can do. So, you know, you're starting off on a bad foot. You know, people, it's easier and it's more convincing to show than to tell. And that's what you got to do. Prove it to yourself. Make you a believer. And then once you're a believer, it's going to reflect in your attitude, your confidence, your content, everything. You know, the game is between you and yourself. Well, we've got a great comment here from Shanette. Value is non-negotiable. Keep adding massive value to clients. You are so right. And people have a hard time with this because they're always thinking, if I give something, what will I get? And can I give something and really feel comfortable if I don't get something? It's you first, and it turns out to be the last thing you really want to do. What you want to do is find people to audition for. You know, if you were a singer and you said, here's the 5 biggest venues, I want a chance to audition. Well, LinkedIn is your venue. Start auditioning in front of the people you want to relate and work with. Collaboration is key. The way to get to collaboration is to get to conversation. The way to get to conversation is have enough value that people want to hear more about what you can offer, take better advantage of what you can offer. So, you know, the key, and I've said this before, find 5 people that you would love to be working with on LinkedIn. Write it down. Go to their profile, ring their bell. There's a bell on everybody's profile. If you ring it, it will tell you when that person is posted. That way you can keep up with all of their content without having to look at the feed or look at notifications. It notifies you. And at that point, support it. Get behind it. Become visible. Become valuable. Visible, valuable with some vision. VVV, right? And once you can demonstrate value over time, now when you meet, you meet as a colleague, as someone that's already knows someone and can relate to someone based on what they're doing, instead of talking to a stranger and trying to convince them that they need to take time, thought, and investment away from something else to give to you. You've got to overserve, give more value. That's what your profile is. That's what your profile is, your invitation to allowing someone to see and hear what you do. But pre-qualify yourself by giving them enough information to get excited. That's why the first line of your profile headline is the hook. You got to stop somebody in 3 seconds. If you don't, everything else you wrote is meaningless. Realize that. And the key to even my headline is really time and thought investment that you're contributing. That's your currency. Where are you putting it? How much are you betting on each of your beliefs in your ability to be successful on LinkedIn? And here's the key. Look at your profile a year ago. Look at your profile 6 months ago. See how you've evolved with your profile. Look at how you continue to adjust your profile based on what you're learning from your audience. Your audience should be teaching you really what you should be sharing with them. I look at it like I throw the ball out every day. Whoever kicks it, the game's on and it goes where it needs to go, right? You don't want to control something. You want to facilitate something. You want to promote people. You want to support people. You want to do for people what no one else is doing for them in a way that no one else is providing for them. FOLA has another great focus on transformation you create for your clients. I think we covered that already. And value, okay, this is new. Trevor says yay. Good for Trevor. Great to have him on. We've got Dr. Rajat Sharma. Nice regards. Thank you very much. Appreciate your participation. And this is what it's all about. The key is knowledge share. The more knowledge you can share through more people at the same time. This LinkedIn Live will get tagged by 160 of my best collaborating friends and partners. You know what that does? That's the key, is exposure. What you do means nothing if no one sees it. Your profile is your last chance to grab enough people's attention that when they see it, it distinguishes and differentiates you from the crowd. There's 830 million people on LinkedIn. How are you going to fight the mob? You can't. The only way to win is to elevate away from it. Do what others don't, get what others don't. That's so key to what we're talking about. And your profile is your number one thing. If you do anything as far as time investment, that will get you the best return. And I continue to change it. It might be picky, but I must have changed it at least every time this week, and it could have been an emoji. Like I say, I added a couple new emojis. I want to stay interested. What you have to look about your profile, being kind of old-fashioned, old school in a lot of ways. Department stores used to have window dressers. And what they do is they change the window because, it was usually downtown. People would go downtown. They walk on the streets and they look at the window displays. So you wouldn't have a Christmas display in June, and your profile should reflect the season you're in, the season your audience is in. That's why this week is all 2023. That's the theme. Not my theme, it's the theme. Everybody's focused on 2023. When you say 2023, you become more relevant than someone doesn't. Every word has meaning. Every word has value, or the opposite. Look at every word. Is that the best word that can describe you and what you do? And again, it's what you do, because there's not enough time for you. Your time will come later. If they don't open the envelope, there's nothing going to return to you. So, you have to make it attractive. You may have to build curiosity, but you got to be true to your word. Integrity and value are so key, and so many people lack it. Why? Because they're doing shortcuts, or they just don't know what they're doing and how they're doing it. And that's why I've always suggested buy some vowels to solve the LinkedIn Wheel of Fortune puzzle. I've got some programs that can take someone in less than 60 days to the fast lane, because all I'm doing is sharing what I'm doing and showing what I'm doing when I'm doing it, so someone else could say, yeah, I can do that. It's not difficult to do what it takes on LinkedIn. It's difficult to know what it takes and to apply it properly, keep things in the right order, continue to have balance in your overall life. And those are the things that you should really express on your profile, is enthusiasm, excitement. Don't get too crazy into superlatives, because it sounds a little bit salesy or phony, but don't diminish yourself or minimize your opportunity or what you bring to the table. And the beauty of doing that is, once you see it, you ask yourself, is that enough? Right? Do I need to do more? And do more. Every day, do a little bit better. Every day, do a little bit more. And little things done right over time compound. And that's essential. And, get with, like this group. I applaud everybody for watching this video. I applaud everybody for showing up today at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 7 days a week. I've been doing it 7 months, haven't missed a day. And it makes me better for it. And I'm guided by the interaction, by the feedback. Every time someone says something, it means something. And there's not that many people who say something. That's why if you're the person saying it, you're going to show up. You're going to be the person that people are going to see, wow, that's an active person. That's a person that's open to change. That's a person that's open to helping people. Trust and confidence and likability is so valuable. You got to be the one to build trust up for yourself, because people on the other side of the audience or in the audience are starting with distrust. So somehow you got to neutralize that distrust by showing and saying things in a way that are non-threatening, non-salesy, and are inviting. Because everybody's got to do something here every day, or they pass on the day. To me, LinkedIn is like giving me a microphone every morning at 11 a.m. I've chosen. And whatever I'm thinking based on what I'm doing on LinkedIn is what I'm sharing. It's like real time or reality TV. I'm sharing my LinkedIn experience every day with whoever wants to listen to it. But I'm also open to bringing guests on. I'm working with people on a coaching basis, and that's worked out really well. So really, what are the keys to kind of sum this up? Your LinkedIn profile is your first exposure in most people's cases to getting to know you. Make sure whatever you're writing is the best you can bring to the table. And it might make you stretch and become a better you, because when you size it up and you say, I could do better than this. Too many people are waiting for something to happen to make something happen. You got to make something happen for something to happen. And whatever's going to happen on its own is going to do it anyway. So you get that if it ever shows up. But, I never wait. You got to have a sense of urgency. Your profile has to show you're strong, you're capable, you're honest, you're ready to go to work, you've got a plan, and you're going to bring tremendous value without risk. If you could take the risk away, now the responsibility is put on the other person, because everybody's excuse, I don't have enough time. And I used to always say, when people tell me that, and I still do, how much time don't you have? Or I don't have enough money. And I say to them, well, if everything you've done in your life has gotten you to a point where you don't have a few $100 to invest in yourself to make a huge change in your future, maybe it's time to make a change and start investing in yourself. If it's not working, it tells you something. LinkedIn gives you same-day results. Listen to it and ask yourself, is this what you want to repeat? Because if you keep doing the same thing, you'll be getting the same thing. And if you're happy, that's where you should like really focus on. If you're not, it's about association with people, and that's what your LinkedIn profile does too. Who are you attracting? What is that? Who is that message meant for? And that should give you the people you focus on. There's 830 million people plus, I believe, on LinkedIn. You only need a few. The landscape and the field is huge. But the key to it is, what part of the field do you play in? What position do you play? How do you play? And basically, that tells you pretty much, everything you need to know. So, with all that said, Cynthia has a great comment. There's always time if you prioritize what you do. There is always time to do what's important. You're so right, because, if you're not doing this, you're doing that. You're going to be doing something. The key is, thank you so much, Cynthia. The key is it taking you closer to your goal or further away? Everything you do in life either takes you closer to your goal or further away. If you're sitting around watching talk shows all morning, it's not going to help your LinkedIn. But if you focus on one area, and that's all you need to do, one area at a time. That's why every day is a new subject. Today is profile. Yesterday was game planning. Tomorrow, I don't know what it is until I know what today was. Because, it's like a rocket ship that every day, in every journey, they say it's about 97% off course. The gyroscope brings it back. That's what everything is. I have another gentleman here. Thank you so much, Joseph. Glad to have you. The other thing about this is, for this to really work well for the community, it needs to be exposed. And I hope everybody takes the opportunity to share this. It's very easy. Comment. I'm happy to do this every day, but I really want to see it get out to so many people who are really good people, work really hard, care a lot, have the best intentions, but they just don't get it. And it's just, some people are walking up the right ladder on the wrong wall. And sometimes it just needs some direction, So, I think that's so key. And, going forward, reach out to the people on these shows. I'm here every day. And check out your profile. Check out my profile. That's a great exercise. Here's a takeaway. When you're done, look at the 4 or 5 people you admire the most, follow the most on LinkedIn. Look at their profile. Take the best of the best. But remember, make it value facing to your audience. Everybody's listening to the same channel, WIIFM, which is What's in It for Me. You've got to give them that information, or they're going to be looking for that channel somewhere else. And that's where you really show yourself by, everybody remembers how you met, and make yourself a great beginning of your own story with someone. So with that said, unless there's some other comments out there or thoughts that you'd like to, contribute, like to thank everybody again. if you have the opportunity, share this. I'd love to see this go as strong as it can, because everybody learning from everybody really compounds the leverage of knowledge share. And plus, it's nice to know there's other people like you doing things like you, searching for answers just like I am. And the great thing is, I'm glad I don't know it all, because it just lends itself to more opportunity going forward. So with that said, thank you very much. Appreciate all your input. Look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Bye for now.